One of the most underrated part of forex trading is journaling. A lot of traders, especially beginners and intermediate traders, don't journal their trades. When I first started my trading journey, I used to make these mistakes, and this is one of the reasons why you are not profitable. So, as a forex trader, try as much as possible to always journal your trade, and this is going to help to have high win rates in your trading strategy. And one of the effective ways to journal your trade is by writing them out in your diary. So, as you can all see here, this is my trading journal, and this is the trading journal for the month for this for ever since we started this year. I have the one for the previous years, and this has helped me to be able to like stay profitable over the months. And I'm going to be reviewing some of those things I used to write out in this journal. And as you can see, professional trading journal discipline for January to December 2026. And these are some of the things. And this is also different from my normal writing routine or something. As you can see here, this there are also some things I write out here, my dares, my mistakes, and so many other things. So it is very important you put this into consideration whenever you are trading, because trading is a full-time business. It requires a lot to put in for it to become a profitable trader. And from here, from my strategy, this is my trading journal, and these are the trading trades I've took for the month, and these are some of the things I wrote down, and I'm going to be using one of them to explain to you guys. So now, this is my trading journal for the month of April, earlier this year, for the month of April, and these are the trades I took on this month. And look at this on the first rule here. This is the week, this is the days, this is the assets, the trend of the market, liquidity, and the rest. So these are the things I look out for before I take a trade. And then once I am done taking those trades, I write them out in my in this section of the book. I write my emotions, how I feel, and everything. And aside this confirmation checklist or whatsoever, this is one of the most important part of trading journaling. All these things you are seeing there, they are the most important part of trading journaling. So the first thing first is the assets on the list here. The assets, then look market structure, directional bias, liquidity, point of interest, risk management, fundamental, and the rest. So whenever I want to trade, I look out for these are the list of assets I trade. I trade GU, EU, and gold. And this is DSY dollar index. So those are the list of assets I trade. And once I see a particular asset, I write it out here. So this is what I if these checklists are not confirmed, I don't take those trades. So the first checklist here is market structure. I look out for the directional bias of the market. If the market is bullish or bearish, so that I will know if I'm buying, to know if I'm selling. Now, liquidity, point of interest, risk management, money management, fundamental. And this is another part a lot of traders take for granted. Most times, traders focus majorly on technical analysis. So it is very important to include other forms of analysis. We literally have three types of analysis. We have fundamental, technical, and sentiment. Most times, traders focus only on technical, ignoring the rest. And this is another mistake a lot of traders make. So try as much as possible to include all this whole thing. So I go to Forex Factory to check out for fundamental if there's any news, global news or something. So once I've confirmed that, so the next is sentiment, the overall view on this whole thing that I've just highlighted here, followed by psychology. The psychology part of it is if I'm the right state of mind at that moment. So if I'm under pressure, if I'm not happy, if I'm sad, if I'm having anxiety, I'll stay away from the market. I don't take trade. So once I've checked my psychological state or my emotional state, then I'll take it off. Then the next thing is session rules. So there are time of the day that I trade. I don't just trade every session, especially the asset I trade. For the GU or AU, I trade them during London and New York session. Same thing with gold. I don't just trade them any time of the day. So it is very important you also put this into consideration. So now followed by execution percentage. For the execution percentage, I look out for, after this whole thing, how am I sure that this trade is going to go my way? How many percentage of it? Like, it's just like me asking myself, if this is an high probability setup, or this is just like a random setup. So I take it out or write that particular percentage there. So at the end of the day, I take the trade, or I put limit order or alert or something. So once price hits my entry, then I'll wait for the end result. So this is the end result Is the profit, is he in profit or is he in loss? So this is my P and N, my profit and loss column or row or whatsoever you call it. So this, in this, on this day I made profit on this. So that is it. And this doesn't stop here. I also write the whole thing behind the whole entries, like the whole emotions or something, the how I feel, the reason why I took the trades, the reason why I take stop loss and all that. Because once I'm done with the trade, I usually review those trades to write out how I felt, the reason why I took the trade, and the reason why the trade eventually hit stop loss. So it's very important you also know why your trade is stop loss after the trade has hit stop loss by reviewing the trade, because a lot of traders don't do this. So you can literally do a daily review, or you can do a weekly review, or a daily review or weekly review. So those are very important. So once I've done that, I will now check. I'll check this whole thing, compare it with the other month, and at the end of the day, I'll be able to realize or know those things I'm doing repeatedly, those mistakes I keep making. Because this is the thing about journaling. Journaling is going to review things you'll be doing all the time, the mistakes you'll be repeating over time. It's going to show it to you, so that at the end of the day you stop avoiding those mistakes. Because that's one of the advantage of trade journaling. Because once you journal often, you'll be able to reduce some of the mistakes you repeat. Because one thing about the mistakes in the forex market is that you won't know when you repeat them. That's the thing. So it's more like a circle. So for you to avoid those mistakes, it is very important to journal your trade. It's one of the boring things to do in forex trade. It's very boring, and a lot of traders are not consistent with it. Maybe after a month or 2 months and they don't see results, they will start all over again. Do not do that. Try as much as possible to be consistent, not just in trading journaling, in other aspects of your forex journey. And not only that, there are other things you also need to put into consideration. You should have a routine, a trading routine, a trading plan, and the rest. So all this whole thing at the end of the day is going to make you get better. So remember that practice doesn't make perfection, but it makes improvement. So the more you practice, the better you become as a trader. So journaling is something you should take seriously. And this is me journaling on the book, on the paper or something. Some people journal on their trading app or something, or they have a virtual way of journaling. But I love it written down, because I can literally check this without being distracted. Because most times we get distracted on our phones, on our laptop, and all that when we are doing some serious stuff. So if you want to get access to this book, if you want a copy of this book, click the link in the description of this video and you download this for free on my Telegram channel. So that is it. So that will be all for today. So see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.